In 1943, while the world was burning in the noise of World War II, there was one place where no sound existed at all. No bombs, no gunfire, no screams, just silence. A silence so complete that even history refused to speak about it. This story is not recorded in any archive. No country has claimed it. No survivor ever gave testimony. What you're about to hear is an untrue story, created from imagination, set in the shadow of a war that almost ended everything. At the height of the war, intelligence agencies across the world noticed something strange on naval maps. A wide stretch of ocean, once busy with merchant ships and patrol routes, had become completely empty. Ships avoided it without being ordered to. Radios lost signal when they came too close. Even experienced sailors described an unnatural pressure in the air, as if the sea itself was holding its breath. No explosions were reported. No enemy forces were detected. Yet ships that entered the area never returned. Not damaged, not sunk, simply erased. The place was quietly marked on classified maps with a black circle. Inside that circle was nothing. No coordinates, no explanation. Just emptiness. Eventually, it was given an unofficial name spoken only in whispers among intelligence officers: Black Harbor. No government wanted to investigate it. The war already had enough horrors. But silence, complete and unexplained, was something far more frightening than gunfire. After months of debate, a decision was made. A small unit would be sent. Not officially, not recorded. If they failed, the world would never know they existed. The men chosen were not heroes. They were men the war had already broken. Prisoners offered freedom. Soldiers who had lost their families. Men with nothing waiting for them at home. They were told the truth in one sentence: if you go there, you may not come back. And if you do, you will never speak of it. None of them hesitated. The submarine reached the edge of the black circle just before dawn. The sea was calm, but unnaturally still. No waves touched the hull. No birds flew overhead. Even the engine noise seemed swallowed by the air. As the submarine surfaced, one of the men noticed something that chilled him more than the cold water outside. There was no echo. They stepped onto the shore. The sand felt solid beneath their boots, yet it made no sound. When one of them spoke, his own voice sounded distant, as if heard underwater. The wind did not move. The trees did not sway. It was as if the world itself had paused. Ahead of them stood a town, Black Harbor. The buildings were intact, windows unbroken, streets clean, lamps still glowing faintly even though no power lines could be seen. Tables inside houses were set for meals that were never eaten. Cups still held liquid. Bread sat untouched, without mold, without decay. There were no people, not bodies, not signs of struggle, nothing. Every clock they found was frozen at the same time, 3:17 a.m. In the town square, they found a radio station. The equipment looked older than the war, older than the town itself. When one soldier touched the dial, the radio turned on by itself. At first, there was nothing. Then came breathing, slow, controlled, human. A voice followed, calm and emotionless. You are earlier than expected. The men searched the town for the source of the transmission, but found only silence. Finally, beneath the town hall, they discovered an entrance hidden under a heavy steel door. Underground, they found the truth. A facility far older than any military base. Walls covered in strange materials that absorbed sound completely. When a man shouted inside, his voice vanished instantly, as if erased mid-air. Documents inside the facility told a terrifying story. Before the war, a group of scientists believed that sound was the root of conflict, that human emotion, driven by noise and chaos, led to violence. Their solution was not peace treaties or weapons. It was silence. They built machines designed not to destroy matter, but to erase vibration itself. No sound, no movement, no resistance. Black Harbor was the experiment. At exactly 3:17 a.m., the system was activated. The town did not explode. It did not burn. It was simply removed from reality. People, animals, even memories of noise. Gone. The soldiers realized what they were standing inside was not just a weapon. It was the end of war itself, and the end of humanity. If this technology left Black Harbor, no army would need bombs ever again. Cities could be erased without a scream. They argued quietly, instinctively whispering, even though sound no longer mattered there. There was only one solution: destroy the facility. But the documents warned of one final truth. Once the core was destabilized, the silence field would collapse inward, trapping everything inside forever. Anyone still within the radius would not die. They would simply cease to exist. One by one, the me